4, 5. Oh, hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome to your favorite neighborhood sports show, another edition of Salvas Knows Sports. I am your host, Isaac McCann, better known as Ike Smooth, and I'm joined alongside.
James Salvas.
I'm like Eric Bischoff, NWO.
It's like DX.
And do we have a lot to talk about today?
We sure do. Ike, do you want to get it started by talking about the hot topic at the moment, the NBA Finals?
Yes, the hot topic at the moment. I did get my hair cut. No, okay, the NBA Finals. And what a series that was. For a 5-game gentleman sweep, Salvas, I would say it was a pretty good series.
Right, it was. I mean, my initial thoughts were Knicks in 6 originally was my original prediction, and then, Knicks in 5. I mean, I thought maybe if worse came to worse, the Spurs were going to get them in game 5, and then they were going to go back and win it at the Garden. I mean, New York, it was already fucking madness there. I couldn't imagine what would have happened if they won at MSG.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe it's better they did not win on home turf because that stadium might have exploded.
Right, MSG might have got torn to the ground.
So thank God they won in San Antonio, where the fans are a little bit more respectable there. They're not going to jump you for wearing a Brunson jersey.
Right. But here's the thing, like, did you see the shit about that in game 5 that the Spurs were letting people within like outside of an 100-mile radius of where the San Antonio Spurs played, like into the game,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of crazy.
I mean, I get they're like, well, we don't want as many Knicks fans as we can have here because we're trying to win
Right,
this.
but it's like if
But
these
if you're
people paid
paying,
money for the tickets, like,
yeah, if you pay money, like maybe I get hiking the prices up last minute, maybe. But like if you
right,
pay good money, it doesn't matter how far you live. You should be able to
right,
watch the game or who you root for.
right, like that could be a once in a lifetime experience for somebody.
But there's something we need to keep our eye on heading into next season, and that's Wemby. And he is a kind of a dirty player, Sal. I was watching some clips of this guy, and the more I see it, it's not like Bad Boys Pistons dirty, where I'll punch you in the face and throw you to the ground. It's
Right,
like intentionally taking away Brunson's landing space to hurt him. Dirty.
right.
And that's like the pussy dirty, like not the cool let's fist fight
It's like
after
the
the game.
Draymond Green dirty,
Yeah,
like the
so
I'm a
I'll
bitch
say
dirty.
maybe it was just frustrated this series, but I mean, I say we got to watch out for that next season. But I do think he'll be fine. I think people are overreacting, calling him a fraud. It's like
I
this is his
mean, we
first time
saw.
on this big stage.
I mean, we knew something was up when we saw this guy cry after beating the Thunder in the conference finals.
Yeah, maybe he just had a feeling he was going to lose. But I don't think he's a fraud, James. I think he's going to be a
No, I
great
think
player.
Wemby's very good.
And the next time he comes back, I think they might win, depending on who they play. But
Right.
and I mean, he didn't play awful, but he wasn't that Wemby in the OKC Thunder
Right.
series.
And, to be honest, I got to give Cat some credit. Cat played really, really well on Wemby. Cat played very well.
And I agree. He showed us, and that kind of goes to show you, which kind of gets me
And that
mad that
just
the
goes to show you Cat may be zesty, but he ain't that zesty.
well, maybe Wemby didn't want to score on a gay guy. Maybe that's why he was shut down.
He felt bad. It was Pride Month.
It's like when it's like when a girl's guarding you. It's like you don't want to be that jackass that scores on her every time, but then you don't want to be the jackass that gets locked up by her either.
Right.
But dude, Cat, I mean, it goes to show you, like, which kind of gets me a little mad. It's like regular season, really, they don't try for the most part.
Right.
Because if he was guarding him like this in the regular season, the Cat might have been in the runnings for Defensive Player of the Year if he was guarding guys like this all season.
Right.
But I mean, congrats to him. He's a good player. He
Like, I've
definitely
always
deserved
thought
that
Cat
ring.
was underrated.
Yeah, in Minnesota, I really love watching him. And for the Knicks, he did sacrifice his scoring a little bit for the betterment of the team, and you always got to respect that.
Right. But he plays his role well for the Knicks. And he's the type of guy like, and we had mentioned it, I think, back in the earlier rounds of the playoffs that, the Knicks needed to get Cat involved a little bit more in the offense. Yeah, he's taken a backtrack because of like Brunson and stuff, but we had said that they needed to get Cat involved more because Cat can really light it up from downtown.
In a weird way, he reminds me of Kevin Love a little bit. And he also came from Minnesota to a championship team.
Sort of,
Maybe
but
he's
I
a little
think
more
Cat's more of a
skilled.
bitch than Kevin Love.
Well, I think that yeah, I think Cat's more skilled, but Kevin Love's more of a rebounder, hard-nosed player than
Right.
Cat was, and I think that's fair to say. But
Yeah.
both like prolific scorers almost on their old
Right. But I
teams.
think Cat's more skilled.
Yeah, because he can do more off the
Like, Cat
dribble.
can dribble a little bit. Like, Cat can create his own shot and he can pass. Like,
But Kevin Love though, like he came in averaging 28 to the Cavs and took a back seat and they won immediately, like within 2 years.
Right.
So I think Cat, I see the same in Cat a little bit too. Isn't this his first year on the Knicks, right?
Second.
Second. So yeah, I see that in Cat a lot too. Like his second, it's kind of freakishly close
I
because
think
his
it's his
second year on
second.
the Knicks, yeah, they won and Cat took a back seat. But
Right.
that just
And
goes to
Kevin
show you
Love's second year
players.
on the Cavs, he takes a back seat, they win.
Yeah, and it goes to show you people value winning. Like the people that do value winning, they get rewarded.
Right.
There's a reason why Kevin Love can barely walk and he's still in the fucking NBA because they're like, oh, he's a winner. We need him. And he's still
Yeah,
getting a good paycheck.
like Kevin Love, like the thing is yeah, he could have been selfish and went out there and still tried to score and still tried to get like 20 and 12
Yeah,
a game. But he knew that if they wanted to win the finals and win the championship and if he wanted to help, LeBron get a ring, that he couldn't do that shit.
just rebound and shoot threes. That's all they needed for him. And the games LeBron and Kyrie are out, then you can do your thing, which he did.
Right. Or if they're struggling a little bit and they need somebody to get them going, okay, then do your thing. But
But yeah, the Knicks overall have a really balanced team
skinny K
looking at it.
Love.
Yeah, skinny K
Skinny
Love.
K Love. Fat
Yeah,
K Love was better.
I'll take fat K Love on the Taco Bell commercials over this skinny guy.
Dude, Fat K Love was a dog.
Well, dude, he averaged like 24 and 28 back to back years with like
He did.
14
And
rebounds.
yeah, he was a dog.
But I mean, yeah, you go from playing with Ricky Rubio to fucking LeBron and Kyrie. I'd imagine you take a back seat.
Right. And I imagine you'd try and get in better shape.
But freaking yeah, great. Like looking at their roster, they pretty much had a really good team top to bottom, constructed
They
really
did. They were
well.
a really well rounded team, and that's another thing that we kind of touched on. I think that I had said obviously I thought the Spurs bigs were better, like Wemby
Yeah,
was better than like Cat and Mitchell Robinson, but like I thought the Knicks guards were definitely better, like Ananobi and Brunson. And for what it's worth, like Josh Hart plays a crucial role on this team. Yeah, Josh Hart's not really a big scorer, but
6'2" power forward.
Josh Hart's a good defender and he's a good rebounding guard. He's
And
probably
you
the best
also
rebounding. He's probably the best rebounding guard in the league, to be honest.
and they had some pretty good shooters too. And I know Clarkson didn't play the best, but I
Ananobi
guarantee
can
you,
light it up though.
yeah, they would. Clarkson could have been something if they needed him. Actually, then
Right, and
Shamit
Brunson could
was
shoot,
pretty decent.
obviously.
Yeah, Brunson's obviously a scorer. Mikal Bridges 3 and D. Like
Right,
they
Cat can
had some
shoot. I
weapons.
forgot about Mikal Bridges too. He's a
And
dog.
you gotta think like this is kind of my
He's
comparisons.
another guy who took kind of a back seat too.
But I'm sure he doesn't mind. I mean,
Right. Well, I mean, obviously they just won a championship.
yeah, and I mean he's probably set for his career now. Even if he has a few bad seasons, teams will still pick him up because they're like, well, this guy knows what it takes to win.
Right, and they're like, and he can just shoot threes and play defense.
But yeah, I would say they remind me weirdly of the '04 Pistons that won it. Just an overall solid team with I mean Brunson's a star, but he's no like LeBron, KD, like it's
Right,
like a
and that's
more of a
kind of
team
how,
game.
the Pistons were. Like Chauncey Billups, obviously, like he was their best player, but like Chauncey Billups was a good player, but I wouldn't have called him like he
Like a
was a star,
star.
but I wouldn't have called him like a superstar.
Yeah,
He wasn't like a D Wade or a LeBron or a KD or something like that.
and they had like Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rasheed,
Tayshaun
or
Prince was
yeah,
good.
Deshaun Prince. Like they had other guys at the time that were putting up
Darko
points.
Milicic.
Yeah, star draft pick.
Darko Milicic. Can't forget
But
about star draft pick Darko Milicic.
I mean, I would say I'm happy about the Knicks winning. If it wasn't for their fans just destroying the
I
city.
mean, I'm happy. I'm happy for the players.
Yeah, I
I
really
like
like the
Brunson.
player. I
Like
like the
I think he
team.
deserves it. Like I like their team.
Yeah, they have a really
Like I
good
think they're a
team.
good team. I'm happy for Mike Brown.
Yeah, I think he's a good coach.
I do too. And he coached LeBron when they made it to the finals in '07.
And he coached De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, he did. And he called him a bum and got fired.
Yeah, I
And he
mean,
called him an
he's
idiot and
partially
got
right.
fired.
But this is my
So
thing.
I saw the meme and it was like, sorry to cut you off for a second, but I
No,
saw
you're
a meme
good.
the other day and it said, imagine Mike Brown gets fired for calling De'Aaron Fox an idiot and then wins a championship because De'Aaron Fox is an idiot.
So to that though, Salvas, I'm gonna bring up this point. I think the last game De'Aaron Fox played atrocious, 2 for 15. I say you trash him for that. But before that boneheaded play mistake, I'm not gonna sit here, and I wasn't gonna sit here and blame a boneheaded mistake for a 29-point collapse lead.
No, one
Did it
boneheaded
help?
mistake
Obviously
isn't the
not.
reason, one boneheaded mistake isn't the reason they fucking lost.
But it hurt the most. And he is a veteran, so you'd expect him to know what to do.
Right. Like you would expect him to be able to stay composed in that situation.
And people are forgetting that literally the game before he hit the game-winning shot
Right.
that won them the game, and people were praising. It just shows you that quick how you can go from literally highest to the highest to lowest of the lows. And there's no
Exactly.
excuse for going 2 for 15 in a closeout game.
Right.
Like
Like in
if
a
you're
game when
missing at
you're
that point, don't shoot. Like give it to Harper, like somebody that
give it
is
to
making.
Hyper, give it to Castle,
Yeah, like it's a closeout
like
game. You
give
don't
it
have
to
time to
freaking
fuck around.
Champagne.
Just anybody. Give it to fucking what's his name? Tyler Cody Zeller, whatever the fuck his name is.
Tyler Cody Zeller,
Just give it to somebody.
fucking
Olenek
Mason
maybe throw
Plumley.
some shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, just give it to
Fairfax
Tiago
Diabo should have
Splitter.
got came in there.
Facts. At least he's a vet.
Did you know Splitter is actually a coach?
Yeah, he just got hired by the Bulls today.
Oh
He
my
was in.
god,
He was the interim coach on the Blazers after Chauncey Billups got caught having an underground poker ring in his basement. Speaking of Chauncey Billups,
are we really cracking down on that? Come on.
but yeah, you make a good point. There is some similarities you can draw from the Pistons. I mean, obviously, Cat's not as good as Ben Wallace. Obviously, Ben Wallace was a dog.
No, he may be
Absolute,
skilled, but Ben Wallace
absolute.
could take over the game
Right,
defensively.
like Ben Wallace was an absolute dog on
Yeah,
defense. Like he genuinely, like he could disrupt shots at the rim. Like you were scared to drive on Ben Wallace because he was just
yeah,
that type of a player. He was
agreed.
strong. He was physical. Like
I would compare Rasheed Wallace more to Cat because he was like a skilled forward, stretch the floor.
right, skilled forward, stretched the floor,
He
got
did
teed
score
up
a
a
lot for
lot.
them.
Got
Yeah,
teed up. Um,
then yeah,
Tayshaun Prince is kind of like a Mikal Bridges, I guess, or
that's a
Mikal Bridges
perfect
is kind of like a
comparison.
Tayshaun Prince,
Like
a
a
3 and
three and
D
D,
guy. Yep. Brunson's a lot like I would, although I don't know, I would compare Brunson more to Rip Hamilton than Chauncey. I think.
just like a pure scorer compared to like a
Yeah.
pure point guard.
Whereas Chauncey could put the ball in the basket, but he was a good facilitator.
Yeah, I would just say because it's kind of like I feel like the Thunder still have this era a little bit. Like I feel like they're gonna still
Right.
be the
Like I
best
don't
team
think
next
these
year.
guys are like the Thunder aren't going away. They're all
No,
incredibly young and they're all incredibly talented.
and I don't think the Knicks are gonna like repeat necessarily. Can they? Yes, but do I think they will? Probably not. It depends on a lot of things
Right.
this offseason.
And the
But
biggest thing, like I was talking to somebody about this today, like at work, like the Knicks, the biggest thing with the Knicks is they got hot at the right time. And sometimes that's huge in the finals. Like they were a skilled team. And I mean, they were a good team all season. And I forget who I was talking to, but he was saying, he's like, I kind of sensed, that this year was, their year in a way because he was like, they got to the playoffs and they just steamrolled everybody.
yeah, I think though
And
if
they
they
just
would have
started
lost,
playing extremely well and they got hot.
I think they would have had to blow up the team if they lost.
I
Because this
agree.
is 3 or 4 years with Brunson where you have the tools and you're just not. And they did fire the. Maybe it was the coach. They did fire the coach, and all of a sudden they win the thing. But
Right.
I also don't think that Thibodeau was that bad of a coach.
Yeah. I mean, Thibodeau was not good in big games and he makes a lot of like crucial mistakes,
Hmm.
but I still don't think it was entirely his fault.
No, I mean,
I mean, at the end of the day, like he can't go put the ball in the basket for his players or go get a stop on defense for his guys. Like,
yeah,
that's on them. They're NBA players. They got to figure it the fuck out.
yeah, I agree with that 100%. But I mean, it's good. Mike Brown's a hard coach, hard nosed coach.
And I
He's not
like
going to
that
put
about
up with
him. He
BS.
holds his guys accountable.
And that did get him fired, but eventually it did land him a job where
He
in New
wins a
York.
championship.
And yeah, and he finally found a team that's willing to put their
And
nose
I
down and get coached.
right, and I think you can see that the guys like playing for him and they like being coached like that.
Yeah,
They like and it makes them tougher.
yeah, and that's why in big games when Wemby's crying trying to hurt the other team, they're staying composed and doing their thing.
Yeah, and they're freaking whatever his name is on the fucking sideline over there.
Oh, the 2K generated coach.
Yeah, the fucking 2K generate. That's like what your My GM character looks like.
Yeah, I don't even think he knew he was coaching.
He thought Pop was still out there.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good series though. All the games for the most part were close.
Right. But the thing is I saw a thing today. The Spurs led like 75% of the finals
They
and
beat
still lost in
themselves.
five.
They beat
They
them.
really
It's
did.
young talent,
Like
man.
being up 29 and losing is just inexcusable
Yeah, and you
in
can
any
blame
game,
coaching
but in
all
the
you
finals
want,
especially, like that's just inexcusable.
but even as players that play college and high school, if you're up 29, you want to kill clock, pound it inside, get fouled. Why are you chucking threes? They missed like
Right.
12 straight threes or something.
Like
Why
obviously
are
if
you
you know
chuck?
you've like obviously you know if you've worked the ball around a few times and you've entered the ball into the post and Wemby's getting doubled and there's nothing there, obviously, and you kick out and a guy's wide open that can shoot it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you shouldn't just be coming down to chuck every time. Like you should, like you said, be trying to pound the ball inside, get fouled, or try and get something at the basket.
Beat them up even more, get them more tired. People don't understand that posting people up gets them just as tired as it does when you're guarding them playing physical on defense.
Right.
Last thing someone wants is to get bullied while they're defending you. That
Right.
just makes them more tired. So they should have
Right. And it
worked it
makes them have to
inside.
work harder on defense because they're going to try and not get bitched.
And then, bro, like this might sound absurd. Olenek, Bismack, Biombo. If you see a team that's like coming back like this, why don't you plug in a veteran guy in there to settle down the storm, weather the
Right.
storm, at least
And
help
Biombo
coach?
and Biombo's had some good years before. Like he's a
But
solid defensive player.
let him rebound, block shot, like try to slow
Right. Do
things down.
something to try and slow down their pace.
Like, and I'm not even a coach, bro. And it's just like, why wouldn't you play a guy that Kelly Olynyk's been in the playoffs many times, who he
Kelly
still
Olynyk,
can hit a shot or two? Get him out there to try to change the game.
right. Like Kelly Olynyk's a vet, like experienced guy.
Like, you know what? I imagine if they had Chris Paul, they wouldn't have blown that lead. Or even
Probably
if they had a
not.
Rajon Rondo, they wouldn't have blown that lead.
And that's what sucks even more too, is that the Spurs made it to the finals and they blackballed Chris Paul.
And I guarantee you, if they would have kept him on the team, they probably would have won, or at least won a few more
No,
games.
because he's not turning the ball over like De'Aaron Fox is in that situation or whatever.
He's
You
shooting
know what I
free
mean?
throws.
You know what I mean? Like Chris Paul's a veteran, experienced guy. Like he wouldn't have made a fucking mistake like that. That would have cost his team the game.
Yeah, it's just
Especially when he
frustrating.
knows especially when he knows that he had a chance to hoist the Larry O'Brien trophy for the first time.
Yeah, that kind of gets me a little upset how they just were so quick to throw some guy out when in
Right. But I
reality
mean,
it's
to
like,
be fair, I don't think Chris Paul really wanted to be there in the first place. But
I mean, yeah,
also at
it's
the end
kind
of
of
the day,
weird.
I think if they had said, hey, you know, you're going to be like a bench guy, you know, come off the bench, be a leader, facilitator for us, I think he would have played.
I would have been like, hey, we're probably not going to play you much during the regular season, but during the postseason, you're going to get some decent minutes because you know what you're doing out there. Show these
Right.
guys the ropes. Like, I mean, I feel like coaches need to be more transparent like that. Like, hey, you're not, and what you do see it a little more in the NBA. Like, if you
Right.
Jeff Teague talks about it, like they're like, yeah, you're not playing ever. But like, you could be like,
Yeah,
you
you're
could
not
just be
playing
like,
ever.
I know you're a star, but like, just rest. Like,
And it's
and
like, yeah, you're an
honestly,
all time great. Like,
and that's how, if I was coaching LeBron at this point, I'll be like, bro, you don't need to play 82 anymore, bro. You like,
you can play
if
50 and be fine.
and if you're not planning on retiring anytime soon, you definitely don't need to be playing 82.
Right. It's like play like 65.
Rest, and then the playoffs will be fresh, just in case
Right.
one of these idiots
You know,
does get injured again.
play like 60, 65 games, you know, take about, 12 to 15 games off. You know, take about, I would say 15 or so games off.
That's why, for the
And
most part, I don't mind low management.
I used to hate it.
But like, it makes sense, especially like
Like
you're
if they're
playing these
old, I
pointless games.
understand. But like if they're young, like if they're like 23 years old, fuck no.
Oh, dude, you should be playing every minute of the game. Get as much experience as you can.
But another thing that bothers me too is and I know I've ragged on Kawhi about this before, but like there was times where Kawhi could have played and didn't.
Yeah,
And it's
no,
like in
but
my opinion, like if you're your team superstar and they need you to win a game and you choose not to play, then fuck you.
yeah, and that's a fair point, guys like Kawhi. And I mean, it's partially worked for him, and partially you get teams like this, the Clippers, where they haven't played together all year, and maybe if they did, they would have actually won the play-in.
Right.
So, but yeah, congrats to the New York Knicks.
I
Long
know
overdue.
I can honestly say I never thought I would ever see the Knicks win a championship.
Well, maybe Danhausen needs to curse or uncurse the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe that's what's next, because Danhausen's curse carried the Knicks.
It did. They were played with a chip on their shoulder because of Danhausen. I'm
So
honestly probably sure that Jalen Brunson and them didn't give a fuck about
I
what
probably don't even
Danhausen
know
thought,
what a
but
Danhausen is.
Jalen Brunson's like, who the fuck's Danhausen? No, wasn't Jalen Brunson one of the guys in the WWE? Didn't he
Yeah,
do
him and
something with
Tyrese
them?
Halliburton faced off. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, he probably knows who Danhausen is.
But anyways, I mean, it was a good series. You can't ask for it more. The right team won, and
It
next year
was
it feels good to go into a season where there's no favorite, in my opinion.
right, or like you don't like. There's a lot more uncertainty because like if you had told me before, or like even coming into the playoffs, that the Knicks and Spurs were going to be in the finals, I would have said you were full of shit.
But the more we kept seeing the games play, the more me and you kept saying it's going
I
to be
mean, the
Knicks
Knicks
and
just
Spurs.
looked really good.
Yeah, they took 2 losses to Atlanta, and then after that they pulled their head out of their ass
Yeah,
and
they
won.
struggled a little bit against Atlanta, which I was surprised about, but
Maybe it's just a weird matchup.
right, because like Atlanta was like oddly like still halfway decent.
Yeah, I mean Kuminga was decent. Like they had young talent that's pretty
Well,
okay.
except Zachary
Daniels.
Ricochet, that guy sucks.
Oh, that's one of the worst draft picks in NBA history, but that's gonna fly under the bus.
Yeah, right. Zachary Ricochet, they're probably gonna be like, yeah, who the fuck's this guy? Oh, he
Yeah, I
was the
thought
number one overall
Ricochet was in
pick, pal.
AEW.
Yeah, right.
But speaking of AEW, we're gonna switch gears here. Oh, LA Knight came out to the WWE and AEW. Speaking of LA Knight, the King of the Ring tournament has been something, James. I don't know if you've heard about some of the winners here.
I haven't. Is it a King of the Ring match right now with LA Knight?
No, no. Well, there was one, and this is the one we're going to talk about. So the first round was conducted in fatal 4-way matches, right? Which is, it's whatever, right?
Unusual format, but whatever.
Yeah, it should be singles in my opinion, but
I also agree if it's a King of the Ring tournament, it should be singles.
so one of the matches, Javon Evans, Seth Rollins, and 2 guys from SmackDown. And Javon Evans won over Seth Rollins, so it's a little unpredictable,
Good.
right? Pretty good. Obafemi, Rusev, and then 2 other guys. You know what's bad? I can't even remember the 2 other guys. And
Right.
Obafemi won. So okay, that's pretty good. 2 new guys, right?
Yeah.
The Dominic Mysterio somehow won a qualifier match that had Braun Breaker in it and one of the Samoans. Picture that. But
Right.
this is the most controversial match, and I know all 4 of these guys. That's how you know it's controversial. Royce Keys, aka Powerhouse Hobbs, former AEW talent to jump ship, who's pretty good look to him, good character. Finn Balor, who they've been trying to repackage on SmackDown to make him a new
And the guy's
star.
fucking 40 years old.
Yeah, but he has a washboard abs. Uh, LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Speaking
much
of washboard
explaining.
abs.
And Jay Uso. And I'm going to let you guess who won this match.
Probably not who we would think.
Nope. Not who we would think, and probably the worst guy out of all 4 of these people.
Probably Finn Balor.
No, Jay Uso, even worse.
Ah. Yeah,
The Yeet Man.
it's bad when even Finn Balor when we're like, yeah, this guy's better.
If Finn Balor wins, I'm like, okay, that's kind of gay, but hey, he's at least new. Like maybe there's a good story they can tell with Finn Balor at the helm.
I can't even believe too. Like I remember looking up Finn Balor's age like a couple years ago because I'm like, how fucking old is this guy?
I always thought he was
Because
a
like,
kid, like young
because like he
kid.
looked young in like 2016 when he first started, like
Yeah,
in the
he's
WWE.
barely 4.
2015, 2016. The guy's fucking 40 right now.
It's just like, damn, bro. But he's still a he's still a better wrestler than Jay
He
Uso.
was better when he first started because they were pushing his character more, and I think he won. Did he win like an IC title or something?
He won the first Universal. They you know how they split the brands like his
Yeah,
first
he won
year.
the first Universal title.
So he won a world title his like second match on the roster, but then he got hurt during the match and he had to like return it the next day on Raw, which
Yeah, he
sucks.
had to like vacate his title.
Nowadays they would literally let him like if it was Roman Reigns, just hold it for 6 months off television.
Right. Yeah, make one appearance a month
But
and not
yeah,
even wrestle.
Jay. So the semifinals. So SmackDown is going to be Jay Uso versus Javon Evans,
I
and
hope
I
Javon
hope
Evans
Javon
wins high
wins. I
key.
hope I need him to win. And then tonight main event is going to be Oba Femi versus Dom Mysterio.
Gross. I hope Boba Femi wins.
So if Jey Uso ends up beating Obafemi in the finals, dude, I genuinely might not watch wrestling. This is either that or just I'm gonna just force myself to watch
We're gonna have
AEW.
to see people start fucking yeeting again.
Dude, it's crazy. It is the most disliked video on YouTube on their YouTube page. Jey Uso
Fucking
winning. over LA Knight. Give LA Knight at least the King of the Ring like crown, even if he
Yeah, do
doesn't win the
something.
title.
King Booker. Like,
Like
come on.
you don't have to put the belt on. Like yeah, the winner gets a title match, but I'd rather see LA Knight and Roman than Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes.
Hey, I knew King of the Rush or King of the Ring tournaments were rigged when I saw freaking Jerry the King Lawler get screwed by Michael Cole.
Dude, that's
No, I'm just
still like
kidding.
I
Bring
mean,
back bring back the Gold Rush tournament.
I bring back anything that's like good.
What exactly? So, what was the difference between the King of the Ring and the Gold Rush tournament? Because I know they were both singles tournaments.
I think the Gold Rush was just like they just for some reason didn't want to go with King of the Ring because they
Wasn't the
thought it was
Gold Rush
old.
like actually for a title though? Like the last match was a championship match.
Yeah, that was when Seth Rollins got hurt, right? And it was like
Something I
survive
don't know. It's been a long time since they've had a Gold
and
Rush tournament.
it was like Survivor Series, the semifinals, and then the finals was like the main event for the title. Was that
Right?
when that
Yeah.
Sheamus cashed in on Roman Reigns after he
Because
won?
I honestly think the Gold Rush tournament was like for the world title. That's why it was
Yeah,
called the Gold Rush tournament. Because I feel like the final match was for the world championship.
which I like that better than a King of the Ring.
Me too.
But for resume Hall of Fame resume wise, like you can't just give him LA Knight King of the Ring. So when we look back in 10 years before he's getting in the Hall of Fame, we're like, oh, he won King of the Ring. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'll
I
pad his
feel like
resume.
though. I feel like though, back in the late '90s and early 2000s and stuff, King of the Ring meant a lot more than it does now. Like you look at Booker T, like when he had the robe and shit, and they used to have to sit in the chair and stuff like
And he
that.
won a world title with
That
it
shit
too.
was aura.
Yeah,
Like
and that
that
was his
shit.
whole
That
character.
shit was aura.
Like, but then when we got Shinsuke Nakamura and fucking Baron Corbin winning Kings of the Ring,
I, which I actually don't hate Shinsuke. He was actually good, but
but yeah, he's a good
Baron
wrestler.
Corbin
I would say
stinks.
the last good King of the Ring, besides I guess Cody Rhodes winning it was good, forced
Yep.
but good. I would say it was Sheamus because I remember Sheamus won King of the Ring, and that was like a viable like King of the
It's
Ring.
a shameful thing. Lester had on a
Dude, he needs to
careless
come
man
back.
who could
Put the world
wind up.
title on Sheamus.
Fuck, I would rather see it on him than like. At least I like Sheamus.
I feel like Roman and Sheamus would be a good banger match now.
It would a brogue
Good
kick,
feud. Or Jacob Fatu and Sheamus street fight.
right?
But yeah, the King of the
The
Ring is
Celtic Warrior.
if WWE's smart, dude, you give it to Oba or Javon Evans. Like, let a new star go in there with Roman, even if they do lose. Like,
But
so
it
then you
gives
make a
him
new main eventer.
right. You make a new talent.
You don't have Jey Uso lose to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. That's not even a main event level match.
No,
That's like awful. Like that's like a SmackDown main event, if that
right,
opening match for
right,
SmackDown. But
right,
dude, yeah, LA Knight might be done. I don't know.
bro. If we talked about this, Isaac. If I was him and I really wanted to make a statement in my wrestling career, if AEW called me or called my agent and they offered me a shit ton of money to go over there and wrestle and knew I was going to get title shot after title shot over there, dude, the the promos between him and MJF would literally be incredible.
And
Like
like
I would genuinely watch AEW every week if
I
LA
would
Knight was
too.
there.
Jericho LA Knight is a money feud.
It is. And the thing is LA Knight's going to get pushed over there. You know he's going to win he's going to win championships over there. And he's going to maybe be, the floodgates are going to open if something like that were to happen. Of more guys in the WWE that are just tired of, you know, being like, because when you get to a certain point in your career, and I'm not saying, LA Knight's like Cena in any regard, because he's really not, but it's like
No.
when you get to a certain point in your career, you get sick of putting guys over,
Yeah.
especially when you're a good wrestler. Like you get sick of it.
And you've been
And you're
hot
like,
for
I
3
want a
years.
fucking shot. And it's not like, I wouldn't give a fuck if LA Knight was like, you know, just some normal, like, just above average, like wrestler. But the crowd loves this guy. He's been the fan favorite in the WWE for 3 fucking years. And this guy has not seen a belt.
That's one of the things that you got to give Vince credit for. Even if he didn't believe in a talent like Daniel Bryan, if the fans wanted him, he'd just be like, "Here, damn," and like give him the belt even for a few months just to
Right.
capitalize on him being hot.
Just to capitalize, striking when the iron's hot.
And the fact that LA Knight hasn't won a world title in 3 years, but he still gets the loudest reaction of the night. Like, how are
Like,
you not giving him money in the bank at least or something?
right, give him money in the bank, an opportunity to at least cash in and fight for a title.
I would say this year, if he doesn't win Money in the Bank, then he's officially done.
Right.
Then his ship has sailed. I mean, the only other thing I can think is Royal Rumble, since Mania's in Saudi and the fucking Saudis love LA Knight. But I guarantee you, they probably wouldn't even put his ass in the
And the
match.
fucking Saudis love LA Knight.
Yeah, the Saudis love the yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, LA Knight, bro, yeah.
But yeah, right now he's trying to cut a promo on the fucking Usos. If I was him, I would just pack it up. I would just leave the ring. Just be like, whatever, bro.
Just back it up. Why waste your fucking energy on those guys?
Yeah, I'll just be like, can we just get the next match going? My promo
When
segment's ruined.
it's bad when Jey Uso is a significantly worse wrestler than LA Knight and he's been pushed for title
He's
shots.
probably the worst, like, not even trolling. He's one of the worst in-ring wrestlers in the WWE.
Yeah, and fucking
He was only
so
good
he
with the tag team. His
so he
brothers are
fucking
way
flails
better.
his arms up and down and he wins a title. What the
Like,
fuck?
honestly, if they gave his brother a push because his brother is actually good on the mic and can actually wrestle, I wouldn't mind because it is
Yeah,
different
I
seeing the
think
other
Jimmy's a
Uso.
better wrestler than Jay.
He's more interesting than Jey Uso.
He is. Like you said, he's better on the mic. He's a more skilled wrestler.
And like, yeah, I don't know. It just upsets me that they got guys like LA Knight and they're not capitalizing for whatever reason.
Right.
When it's like, literally, if I guarantee you, if you got to push, the ratings would be up and there'd be more
Like
entertaining
did
segments.
did LA Knight fuck Stephanie or something? Like
He
what's
must
going
have
on?
done something, bro, because it's like
Did he
you're
fuck
just
Shane? Like what's going on? Like
maybe he fucked Vince. I don't know.
well, Vince might have liked it.
Yeah, maybe fucking freak. But I would give LA Knight I would let him beat Roman at SummerSlam for the belt, bro.
Me
Now the
too.
Usos are literally beating his ass. Like, bro, they might as well just LA Knight should just hand in his 2 weeks. I'll just be like, let
LA Knight
Oba
should be
throw
like,
me through
yeah,
the
I'm out of here, pal.
yeah, let Oba throw me off the stage and I'll be done.
Yeah, let Oba throw him off the stage and say it was a career-ending injury.
Yeah, it's like
And then
that's what happened
and
to
then he pops
Ricochet.
up at AEW 2 days later,
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
Braun Breaker threw Ricochet through an ambulance window, and we haven't seen him since.
Right. It's like have him do something like that, and then LA Knight just appears on AEW.
Yeah, it's just pointless, dude. And like, I do like Jacob Fatu joining the Bloodline because at
Like
least the segment,
I actually like Jacob Fatu. I actually
and
don't
yeah,
think he's a horrible wrestler.
and they're not letting him say his stupid catchphrases that he was spamming for a while anymore, which is good. They're actually adding layers now to his character. But it's
Right.
like if it doesn't end with him beating Roman Reigns, then him joining the Bloodline is just pointless.
Right.
So I mean, I could see Fatu beating Roman and LA Knight
Because
maybe
it's like,
beating Fatu.
it's a passing of the torch kind of from Roman to Fatu.
Yeah, and it just sucks to see like LA Knight's getting screwed again with the bloodline.
He is. He's been getting screwed in general. Not just by the bloodline. He's been getting fucked.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of getting fucked, John Cena said in a recent interview, "Never say never to a retirement, but to coming out of retirement." But he said that it would the money that he would have to receive would be like equivalent to like burning like an insane like he said a financial catastrophe if he wrestled. And I know one little skinny guy with alleged coke on his nose whose dad owns the Jaguars that might have that catastrophic money to throw at him.
Right.
And I said alleged, Mr. Khan. Obviously, you don't do that. It's a joke.
But, he has that kind of money where he can just, that's nothing to him.
And I would love to see an MJF John Cena match. I'm a
Fuck, I don't
sucker for.
care if Cena goes in AEW and does it. I don't give a
Shit, if
shit.
I was Cena, I would go to AEW for one last year and do an actual proper retirement tour where you're beating all these fucking losers and then lose to MJF your last match.
Right. Like lose to somebody that's actually like, a good wrestler and like good on
Like
the
we
mic.
could Cena and Edge one more time would be sick. Cena Jericho.
Right.
Like
I think Jeff
Cena
Hardy's
should
still
do it.
over there trying to do something relevant.
Yeah, like just let him go with all these other dudes he didn't face. Plus,
Christian's
like
back in
maybe
AEW, isn't he?
is who?
Is Christian back in AEW?
Yeah, Christian and Cena could have a match.
Tag match? Oh,
Something.
Cena and MJF in a tag team? That shit would be elite.
Yeah, like just have them face and then face some of their guys too, like Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega,
Right, like and
Japanese
that's
fucks you can tap out.
and that's the thing, like AEW like has some talented wrestlers, like you said, like Kenny Omega, like they have some homegrown guys that are pretty good.
Yeah, And it just sucks that the way that Tony Khan books is like he feels like everybody needs a moment, even the littlest guy on the card. And it's like, why is there 15 matches at a pay per view that last 6 hours on a Sunday night?
Right, but the thing is with that is like that there's pros and cons to it, and in ways I respect what he's doing because it keeps things fresh. You
It
know, you never
does.
know who's going to get an opportunity, so it keeps things fresh in that regard. But also, I don't need to see some fucking guy that they picked up in a fucking dumpster outside the arena 7 hours ago.
Yeah. Like, why is this fucking whatever the hell Shane Taylor promotions fighting Dean Ambrose for the fucking title? Like, why is
Right,
that a match? And who the hell is Shane Taylor and what does he promote?
right.
Like, what are we doing? But yeah, I mean, Cena,
Some fucking schmuck they found on Shark Tank.
I honestly wouldn't even lose respect for Cena going back on his word.
No, I wouldn't either.
Because how bad they ended that retirement tour.
I mean,
I'd want
fuck,
to have,
look at Brock Lesnar. Guy put his fucking boots down and was done, and he fucking was back in a week.
which is a genius move because I guarantee you Triple H probably opened the fucking checkbook and gave him exactly what he wanted and then
Right.
some. And he's like, oh, okay, actually, these boots, I was just getting new boots. That's why I put them there.
Yeah, Brock said he's like, I definitely went off script. He's like, I definitely went off script. Like, Brock definitely did that shit on purpose.
No, yeah, because there's no way you
Like,
do that
he went
retirement.
off script on purpose and then said he was retiring. And then Triple H is like, well, I'll give you X amount of dollars to come back. And Brock's like, I'm there.
And then guess what? Brock came back and immediately wins his next match.
Right.
Like, fuck Oba Femi. I guarantee you Dom beats Oba because Brock comes
Fuck,
out and
fuck
destroys
Oba
him.
Femi.
I guarantee you Dom wins against Oba.
Yeah, but see, this would be something different too. Like an Oba Brock rivalry would be good.
Yeah, they're 1-1. I think they're gonna have one more match, probably SummerSlam, I'd assume,
Right.
because it's in Brock's hometown. Maybe that will be his retirement.
What's going on with Randy Orton?
He just so the
Is he
did you
hurt?
see the ending? I don't know. He said he's not on Twitter, but have you seen the ending to WrestleMania Night One?
No, I knew something happened with Randy, but
So
I
he
can't remember what it
lost to
is.
Cody, but then after the match, he like RKO'd him and Punk kicked him.
Right.
So then you would think that the feud's continuing, but then he just hasn't been
But
on
then we haven't
TV.
seen anything about it since.
And then he was tweeting like, "Nah, I'm on vacation" or something like that.
Nah, I'm
He's
on
like, "I'll be back when I'm
vacation.
ready."
No, I'm on vacation. Brian, fucking Randy Orton's on sabbatical with Aaron Rodgers right now.
Yeah, he's doing some bullshit. I would like a Oba Randy Orton feud. That'd be outside the box.
That would be outside the box. Opa
All
would
right,
crush him.
and last topic as we're entering our time here. Back to AEW. Salvas, have you ever heard of the Three Faces of Foley?
The three faces of Foley. Yeah, that's Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mick Foley.
Mankind Salvas.
Mankind, sorry.
But he was on an interview saying that he's gonna have one more match
Yes, I
in
did hear about
AEW,
yes, I did hear about this. That I knew Mick Foley was coming back.
and it might be against MJF.
That's gonna be a horrendous match.
So you don't think Mick Foley has what it takes at his age, almost he's 50 something, he's late 50s, early 60s against MJF?
I mean, to be fair, Ric Flair was wrestling at like 75, so
Yeah, but that last match Flair did, he literally died in the ring for a second. He had a heart attack in his match,
yeah, he actually did.
and he probably tried suing his son after.
Like
But Mick
that's
Foley,
not like folks, we're not kidding. Like it wasn't
like,
staged.
no, he
Ric Flair
legit had. He
actually
said
had
it
a heart attack.
himself.
Like legit could have died.
But Mick Foley says his last wish is to drop an elbow off one of those semi trucks. And I legit think he might, like, God forbid, pass away or get like paralyzed if he does that. Like, dude, if
If
he
he tries
does
to
it,
do an elbow drop off a semi truck at his age, he might die.
yeah, even if he
Or be
lands it.
like legitimately seriously injured.
Like, I think Tony Khan should only do it if it's one of those like boneyard type cinematic matches where they can edit it and shit.
Right.
And like
Like
he's not
with like,
actually,
you know, with Undertaker and AJ Styles. Like
so then they can like get the best take. It's not some shitty match with
yeah,
MJF.
also bring back the Boneyard match. That was like a cool match that they did with but I mean, I feel like it only worked because it was Taker.
It did, but at the same time, they could have done it more with Bray Wyatt.
Right. Or like that type of character. Like
Yeah,
hell,
and
you could put like Uncle Howdy or something, like not like as the main person, but like he could have a role in it.
it's like you just air, and it doesn't have to be on a pay per view. You can make it like a main event of Raw or something.
Demon Finn Balor could come back for something like that. Like that would make it interesting.
And it doesn't have to be a boneyard. It could be like a street fight type thing.
Yeah,
Like
but
a
just
Cena
like in
Eddie
that type of
Guerrero.
setting.
Like, yeah, cinematic,
Right. I lie, I cheat, I steal. I
like Dom
lie, I cheat,
Mysterio.
I steal.
But yeah, that was about all I had for this week, Salvis.
Me
I think
too,
we're gonna go into. You said
but I
what?
mean legitimately, Isaac. I mean, I respect it. You know, Mick Foley, hardcore legend, hardcore badass. But it's like, dude, you may die if you do this. Like, actually die.
And even if he does do a regular match, nothing crazy, one concussion can literally, at his age, can literally fuck him over. Permanent brain damage.
Right. But like, let alone a normal match. This guy's talking about jumping off a fucking semi truck.
And it's Mick Foley. You know it's not going to just be a normal collar elbow tie up match.
No, you know he's gonna fucking lace fucking thumbtacks down in the
Yeah,
ring and
fire, stuff,
light tables on
barbed wire.
fire, fucking shit like that. That's what he does.
And Mick Foley, just because you lost 100 pounds doesn't mean you're in shape. Because he doesn't look muscular. He does, like, you might be in shape as a
I
normal
mean, to be fair,
human.
he was never in shape.
Yeah, and that's why we loved him. But at this age, I feel like
He
the only
was
way
never in shape.
I feel like at this age, the only way I'd be able to be like, all right, maybe, is if he was like Big Show
Fucking
when Big Show got
fucking
cut a few
Triple H
years
said
ago.
when they used to travel on the road, he would just fucking roll his clothes up in a ball.
Yeah, he's just a sweaty bastard. I don't think
He
these young
said
kids
he
need to be
said Mick
around a
Foley would
nasty
go shower,
bastard.
then put on the fucking same sweaty fucking wife beater that you could wring
Yeah,
out and sweat.
and he's a very frugal guy, so I doubt he's doing this for money.
Right. What a fucking just nasty, nasty bastard.
Like, I would have kicked him out the hotel. Yeah, he didn't even sleep in a hotel room. He would sleep in the hotel lobbies
Yeah, he
to save
would.
money. And it's like,
It's like
yeah, I don't
save
know.
money. The fucking WWE's paying for it.
Sorry, Roxanne Perez just stared me down on the TV. All right, but yeah, Mick Foley, like, if he did get like cut and a little ripped, I'd be like, all right, well, maybe he can go
Alexa
because
Bliss just stared me down on the TV.
the skinny fat guy Mick Foley can't wrestle anymore.
No.
It's
If
just
this
like how
was
the
10
fat Ric
years ago,
Flair can't
like
wrestle.
if this was 10 years ago, okay, maybe I would
Yeah,
understand it a little bit.
maybe,
But
maybe I'd be like, just hit some cardio and eat some celery, and maybe I could see you having a decent match
eat
for
a
10
couple
minutes
ants
with
on a
him.
log and call it good.
But now, dude, you must have to have like you might have to be in like a prosthetic leg, maybe one of those knight armor suits.
Come out in a fucking bubble.
And knowing Tony Khan, he's gonna try to put the fucking belt on him too. So there might be two matches.
Right. I mean, Tony Khan might put him in a title match.
Yeah, that would be awful. But I mean, who knows? It's Tony Khan. He's a big fan. I mean, you gotta like him because he does take good care of the wrestlers financially. But
Right.
like at some point, you got to put your foot down. I don't want to be responsible for my promotion being the one that paralyzed Mick Foley.
Right. And also you gotta put your foot down and be like, well, I don't want to be the fucking genius that hurt my superstar.
Yeah, I don't want MJF to get dropped on his head by a fat Mick Foley.
Yeah, like I don't want MJF to get dropped on his head by some fucking retard who hasn't wrestled in 5 years.
Which sucks because he's a WWE, and he did say, which I respected this at first. He said, "I'm here to help out AEW because WWE and Triple H are associated with Trump," and I'm like, "All right, he's taking a stand. I like that, standing for his morals." But then
Right.
he's like, "One more match," and it makes me think: did he try to get cleared over here? And they said, "There's no way in God's green earth you're even going to look at a ring anymore." So then he went to little
Right,
brother's
but I mean
house.
Triple H and Mick Foley have never really got along.
No, they haven't. And Triple H, it seems like hasn't really got along with any of the top guys besides HBK and maybe Taker.
Right. I mean I guess Cena to an extent, but
But at that point, Triple H was already, he didn't need to fight for his spot at that point. He was already legit set, and Cena was the
right.
new guy.
And I
And
mean
he
I
was
guess
slowly
Orton
going to
and I
creative.
mean I guess he's friends with Orton too.
And yeah, he's friends Orton, and
He's just friends with the old heads that are still in the business. Like,
yeah, like, but Stone Cold apparently didn't like him that much. The Rock doesn't really fuck with him that much. Mick
right.
Foley, Bret Hart
Obviously
definitely
doesn't
doesn't.
like him. Bret Hart hates him.
Bret Hart hates fucking everybody. Hogan apparently didn't like him either. He was mad he
Yeah.
had to lose the belt to him.
Yeah. Even after he won it.
But
I'm
yeah,
telling you, I sent you a clip about it on Instagram when Hulk Hogan came back and he beat Triple H for the undisputed title. One of the greatest pops you'll ever see.
and did you notice? I saw a Twitter. It was like, notice how this was left off the Hulk because Triple H produced the Hulk Hogan documentary, and it
Yeah,
was like, notice how this moment was left off the, and that was a big moment. Him returning to WWE,
it
and
was
the
in
last thing,
2002.
and the last thing that was seen on like before it was WWE. This is the last pay per view was WWF. He was the first champion of WWF, and he was the last champion of WWF, which I thought was a cool little thing.
Hulk Hogan, yes. And
And
then
and
he
that should have
comes
been in the
back in
doc.
2002 after being away for a few years.
Yeah, and I don't know. Triple H's
And the
ego's
Hollywood
frail.
and the Hollywood Hogan character was a good character.
I liked Hollywood Hogan.
He might be my favorite Hulk Hogan, to be honest.
Yeah, and
Him and the
I don't care
NWO Hogan.
like I distinguish the artist from the art. Like I know Hogan might have said and done some things in his personal life.
Right. But like this is what I
He,
tell people all the time. Yeah, okay. Like you can like somebody as like in their profession and not support them as a human being. Michael Jackson, probably not a good person.
but
You can
great
love his
music.
music, you
Yeah,
know.
I agree.
Elvis, probably not a good guy, but you can love his music. Kobe Bryant wasn't a good person early in his career, but you can love him as a basketball
And
player.
you have to respect him, and that's how it is for Hogan. It's like people are like, "Oh, this dude sucked." I'm like, "Bro, if you
Right, but
wouldn't be watching wrestling right
it's
now if
like
it wasn't for this guy."
look back look back in the 80s, wrestling would not be what it is today if it wasn't for Hogan.
Yeah, and to all the wrestlers that like will publicly denounce him, it's like, bro, you wouldn't have a job. And I'm
If
talking
it
to you,
wasn't for
CM
this
Punk.
fucking guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
you
like you
wouldn't be
wouldn't have a
wrestling.
it's like you wouldn't have a fun. And what's happening with CM Punk right now? Where the fuck is he?
Maybe him and Randy Orton are on vacation together or
They are
something.
guys. Fucking CM Punk's just on a world tour right now, going to all the sporting events.
Dude, but I don't even mind no CM Punk. Apparently he's been getting jacked though, so maybe he's in his Hollywood Hulk Hogan era.
Yeah, he's getting jacked. All right, he's on steroids.
Yeah, allegedly.
He's on fucking steroids.
Yeah, he's allegedly on steroids.
Right.
Oh, now CM Punk's gonna say this and call us fucking retards.
Yeah, he's gonna see this and drop a fucking pipe bomb on us.
Dude, I can't wait till Punk comes back and looks exactly how he did before he left, and everyone is
Right.
just like, "What happened?"
Still just like a skinny bastard gets his ass kicked.
I mean, Punk's like compared to a normal human, Punk's in great shape, but for a
Right,
wrestler,
but like for a wrestler, he's like skinny.
for a world champ, like if Sami Zayn, I'm like whatever, but like a world heavyweight champion, like you should be jacked.
Right, like
At least have
world
visible
heavyweight
abs.
champion. Like world heavyweight champion. Like he looks like. I mean, it's hard to compare him to this because Randy's always had like more definition, but like even Randy didn't have like noticeable abs like when he was young.
No, only when as soon as he got older, he got in like better shape. But there's a little pudgy Orton for a while.
Like the last 10 years, like Orton's been in like fantastic shape,
Yeah, jacked to the gills.
but like early Orton, like 04, 05, like 06, 07, 08 Orton, there was like pudgy Orton,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, 2011 comes and he's skinnier than a freaking
rail,
mark. Yeah.
right? And then you remember Fat Triple H.
Oh, I hate it. That was probably when they cracked down on the alleged
Yeah, that was like
roids
2010.
when he
Fucking
had the gut.
yeah, the gut Triple H.
Dude, Triple H has been in some insane. But Triple H is like Hogan in a sense
Eh,
that people hate on him for his booking, but
But
like as
like
a
at the end of
wrestler,
the day,
Triple H had banger matches.
right? Like we can't hate. Like Triple H is one of my all-time favorites as a
Yeah, he's a
wrestler.
good wrestler.
You have to like, and as much as I hate him as a general manager or hate him like running the company because he's just fucking running it into the ground right now, and Vince is probably fucking
Yeah,
sick to his goddamn stomach as he should be.
I would
But
be watching this shit.
like Triple H as a wrestler, and even in 2013 ish, whatever, when he was doing the COO stuff, like
Yeah,
Triple H changed the business
and he's a good
and
character as a
helped to make the
heel.
business as to what it is today. Like
Yeah,
him as the cerebral assassin, just being a fucking dick to everybody. Like
and being the evil COO, like that was a good character.
it was. And then when Raw goes on strike and Triple H starts fucking crashing out in the middle of the ring, calling them all out, like I thought that shit was real when I was a kid. Obviously, like
So did
I
I.
know now, but like
But then I'm like,
you
why do
know,
they conveniently all travel to the building outside?
right? Like, why are they
Shouldn't
all
they
just
be on
here?
strike at their home?
Right? Like, if they're really on strike, they wouldn't have showed up to work that day.
Yeah.
But it's like, but like, I still quote Triple H from that. Like, whenever somebody pisses me off or does something dumb, I always say, "Well, they can pucker up and kiss me where my cheeks meet." Like,
Yeah, and that was
and
kind
that's
of a
the
shoot
thing.
promo because he
It
could put
was.
on a better match with a broomstick than fucking
He
Santino. And
could.
I love you, Santino.
Right. He's like, hell, He's like, I've wrestled pretty much everybody in that parking lot. The broomstick will give me a better match than most of them.
And he's not wrong. I mean,
He's not. Like
It's
I'm pretty
unfortunate.
sure on that one, like Triple H with his promos too, like he just shot from the hip. And I
Yeah,
can respect that. He didn't like he was one of the last like OG wrestlers where like he didn't need to write that shit down. He didn't need to go to promo class and stuff like
because he
that.
knew who he
He was
was in
shooting from
character.
the hip.
And that's why the best guys in the game, like LA Knight says, they'll give him 2 bullet points he needs to talk about, and he'll do the rest. He doesn't do scripted promos. Like the people that know their character should not ever need a script
Right.
because they know why they're fighting. They know what the character would want. They know where the story's
Right.
going.
And they know where to push and pull with the fans.
Like remember, Roman Reigns used to be scripted and was horrible. No one liked him.
Awful. John Cena called him out on it too.
And as soon as he comes back as this new guy who didn't give a fuck because he's
It's
like,
a
well, it's
prom
during
it's a
COVID.
promo kit. It's a promo kit. If you want to make it in the big leagues, you're gonna have to learn how to do it.
And I guarantee you, without the Cena calling him out like that, I'm telling you, James, he literally probably wouldn't have been as big as he is now.
No, because that probably ate at him.
Yeah,
Regardless of whether like Cena was scripted to say that to him or not, which who knows if he was.
yeah.
But
I choose as of the fan in me wants to believe that was off the hip. Cena trying to teach this kid a lesson in front of the whole audience,
right, because Cena has done that in the past where he'll
and it
just shoot
helped
from the
him
hip.
sink or swim, and he ended up swimming. He might have been stuck in the deep end a little bit, but he
But
finally
he got there
swam.
eventually.
Yeah,
You know, he was treading water for a little bit, but he finally got there.
but yeah.
All right, like 3 hot takes to end.
All right, 3 hot takes. I'll go first. Boston is getting Giannis in the offseason. You
You
called
know,
it first.
that was going to be my hot take, but I mean, I have said this all along. I think the Celtics are going to get Giannis, and I will say on top of that, I think I was talking to Joey Hanlon about this yesterday. I told him I'm like, as much as I hate to say it, they're probably going to have to give up Jalen Brown to get him.
I hate that, but I mean, a Giannis is pretty much just a better
But I
Jalen
said,
Brown.
I'm like, I'll tell you right now. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I know you're a Celtics fan, Joey, and like, obviously, like, I'm glad that you're passionate about your team and stuff like that. But I'm like, I clearly saw like the Tatum Brown dynamic isn't working anymore.
It worked for 1 or 2 years when they won 1 year and when they got there the other. But
Yes.
besides that, it always depends on if Giannis is healthy or not, how far they go.
Yeah,
So
or like
that's
if one of
why.
them's healthy.
So that's why I think Giannis is literally just a better Jalen Brown that can't shoot threes.
Right. But I said Giannis fills such a huge void for the Celtics that they need. Look at what happened with the Celtics in the
Rebounding.
playoffs with Embiid. Embiid literally had a fucking field day against them
Yeah.
because they didn't have a single soul that could guard him. I said the thing about Giannis is strong, he's physical, he's tall, he's just a presence in the paint that makes it tough on guys to score around the basket. I
And I
said
can't wait
Giannis
till
is
he
going to
bullies
rebound.
Wemby. Yeah, I can't wait till he destroys Wemby in the post, just fucking dunks on him, throws him to the
Right.
ground. 'Cause I don't have they ever faced off yet? I feel like
Him and
Giannis.
Shat.
I feel like Giannis has always been hurt when they face off, or
Giannis is just
either
going to
vice
boot.
versa.
Giannis is just going to fucking boom on him.
Dude, yeah, teach Wemby a lesson. All right, second,
Facts.
we didn't talk about MLB this week. The A's fell off, but they were on a 4-game win streak until last night. I still got the A's winning the World Series, Salvas. I'm gonna write it out. They're still second, but by only like 2 games. All it takes is 2 more series
Yeah,
wins.
they could sneak into a wild card.
Yeah, and who knows? New York Giants 9-7 win the Super Bowl. That's my A's. And then last,
1997, Florida Marlins won the World Series for being a wild card team, I think.
yeah, see, anything is possible. And then last, I'm gonna say, which this shouldn't be a hot take. I'm gonna say Obafemi wins King of the Ring. But just the fact that WWE loves these damn Samoans, it is a hot take.
All right, my 3 hot takes are going to be one, LA Knight wins Money in the Bank.
Oh, please, please.
Please. LA Knight wins Money in the Bank. LeBron doesn't return to the Lakers.
Okay.
So yeah, LA Knight wins Money in the Bank.
So where would he go? Cleveland?
LeBron doesn't return to the Lakers, but he also doesn't go to Cleveland.
So he'll just go to some
Um,
random team?
yeah.
Spurs? Like,
Imagine
people were saying the Clippers.
goes to the Knicks.
I'm not even trolling. I read something that the Clippers apparently have a shit ton of money, so they're gonna keep Kawhi, get LeBron, and like get another star or
Right, and you
something.
saw what Rich Paul said yesterday too. They said like he's gonna go where LeBron think like Rich Paul's gonna have him go like where he thinks LeBron fits best.
Yeah, and the Clippers would be perfect if they get a few more guys,
Right, and if Kawhi actually felt like playing basketball,
or maybe the Orlando Magic, him and
yeah,
Paolo.
that's been floated. Like I think like he could really elevate that team
Yeah,
because that
there's one
Magic
guy.
team is already really good.
Or even Detroit, bro. Get rid of Harris and bring in a LeBron. I just don't think LeBron wants to live in fucking Detroit.
No, Orlando I could see, but he doesn't
Yeah,
want to live in
Detroit.
fucking
He doesn't want to live
Detroit.
in the hood.
LeBron goes to the Bulls.
Maybe the net. I also look at the Nets as a sleeper because they have cap space,
Yeah, but there's zero chance.
bro. But look at it this way,
Yeah, but
James.
Isaac, there's nobody on that roster.
They have
LeBron
a
is at,
team
but
team
LeBron is
full
at
of
the
role
point in his
players.
career where he just wants to hoop, but like LeBron also wants to win.
But what about this, James? Giannis doesn't go to Boston, but he goes to a team like the Nets, and LeBron goes to the Nets, and another star because the Nets have insane cap space, and
Oh
they
yeah, they
redo,
do.
and they have
They're in a
good role
major market area, like
and they have good role players on the team. They have
right,
MPJ, who's pretty good. They have Cam Johnson, who's pretty good. So imagine
right.
pairing LeBron, Giannis, and maybe one more point guard up. That could be a legit in the East. That could probably be a contender.
All I know is they may have role players, but I saw LeBron cook those motherfuckers when I saw him play in person.
Well, yes, LeBron.
Yeah, but also like I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I'm just saying it as a LeBron fan. Like I would want to see him go somewhere where I think he could legitimately win a championship.
Dallas, imagine.
Like, like I want to see him go somewhere where he can actually win a championship.
Come to
And as much as
Phoenix.
and as much as I would like to say that he could on the Lakers, like I just
They're not
don't know
helping
if
him.
like I he needs like yeah, Luca's great. And it's Luca's team and Luca's one of my favorite players in the league. I love Luca. But and contrary to popular belief to all you Celtics fans out there, Luca is better than Jason Tatum. I said what I said.
That shouldn't even be a debate.
No. The only thing I've said it, the only thing Tatum does better than Luca is play defense. That's it.
And that doesn't really matter in the NBA when the best player is still going to score 25, 30 a night.
Right. And Luca's gonna go put up fucking 30 on your head on the other end anyways. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it cancels out. And I would rather take a guy that's going to score 30 consistently than a guy that's going to have 2 points in the playoffs and everyone's like, oh, well, he's a good passer. It's like,
Oh
fuck
well,
off.
he's
Get
a
out of
good
here.
passer. When Luca can also rebound and pass.
Yeah. But, dude, the Lakers just don't want to help LeBron, I feel like. I think they just want him
You know,
out, but they
honest,
don't want to tell him get out.
to be honest, Ike, like because we were in high school when LeBron first got to the Lakers. It was 2018. And it was 18-19, I think, was his first year on the
And
Lakers.
that team, I genuinely believe that team would have went to the conference finals before he got hurt. His first year,
Right,
they were the fourth seed. They beat the Warriors on Christmas, and then LeBron
right.
got hurt, and they
And then didn't play
dropped.
the rest of the season.
But if he didn't get hurt, I guarantee you they would have at least went to the conference finals.
Right, because like LeBron was still like semi young at that point. You know what I mean?
And they were doing their roles on the team: Ingram, Kuzma, Lonzo, Josh Hart.
Like Lonzo was a good, just push the ball in transition, good defender.
Yeah, they had pieces.
Right, and like the thing is too is why like I said, me being a LeBron fan, like I want to see him hold the championship one more time, get to five. And so I want to see him go. Like, obviously, I'm going to support him wherever he goes, but like, I want to see him go somewhere where he can win.
Yeah,
Low
and
key, low key. Imagine him on the Celtics.
that wouldn't be bad because you wouldn't have to get rid of those two.
Right, like you could probably keep Jalen Brown and Tatum.
And it would just at that point be a position thing because would you play Tatum at power forward or LeBron at power forward,
Right, or play Tatum at shooting guard.
and then Brown at point guard? Like you said, it's a weird
Yeah,
position
but
unless
the
they
thing
get rid
is,
of Brown.
yeah, but Braun's going to bring the ball up anyway, so it doesn't matter
Oh, LeBron could be
where he
point
plays.
guard.
Like LeBron's just going to bring the fucking ball up anyway, so it's not like it's going to matter.
I mean, people are also sleeping on Portland too,
They got some good young pieces.
and they have enough room for LeBron and one more guy. It's just we don't know who that one more guy would be.
Right, low key. Imagine LeBron on the Wizards.
Or the Sixers with PG, the two young guys, and an Embiid.
Low key, I like. It's kind of strange because when LeBron first went to the Lakers, I thought there was a chance he could wind up in Philadelphia. I knew he
Yeah,
wasn't
everyone
going
said
back.
it.
Like I knew he wasn't re-signing with Cleveland. Like I knew he
I
was
thought he was
gone.
going to Houston with
Like
CP3 and
to
Harden.
me, like the Lakers, it was just kind of strange when LeBron first got there because I was like, you look on the paper, like these guys have been ass for like
But he
6
must have
years.
known. He's like people follow him. Like Rondo followed him.
Right.
Like
But like, and he knew the Lakers are a massive, like, one of the greatest franchises in the history of the league. Like,
And they could get an AD. Like he probably knew that already. They're like, well, this year we're gonna work to get it. We're gonna be decent, and we'll try to trade our pick for a star next year.
and now we'll get AD.
So they're probably like try to work with these guys your first year, get them as good as you can, and the next year when we get another star, we'll
So
be
then
ready
that
to
way they
go.
have trade value.
Which they were.
Right. And the thing is too is like I said, I just want to see LeBron go somewhere he can win.
Yeah. And
So
where he doesn't have to do everything. I mean,
right.
Phoenix. I like him. I would like him in Phoenix. I
There's
think
multiple
Phoenix.
places where I think LeBron could fit. I think ideally, like if I had to pick like top three places for LeBron to land, I would say Orlando's definitely got to be up there for
Yeah.
sure. Made like big major city, good young talent around LeBron that could really help him win games, and he could kind of take them over the hump. Um, I would say obviously coming back to the Lakers, like I could
Yeah.
see it happening. It's probably gonna happen. I don't like I don't necessarily want it to happen, but I think
But
it
it
will.
could.
And I think that that's probably the most likely outcome. Or I would say the third option for him, like I said, I could see him maybe trying to get out of the West back to the East.
The
Like
easier path.
like I could see Cleveland again, but I just don't see LeBron coming to Cleveland for a third time.
I mean, but what if LeBron's last year, he's like, I just want to have fun with my best friend, and he goes to Golden State with Steph Curry just to fuck around for a year.
God, I'd hate it.
I mean, they'd make the playoffs, but they
I
would get
like
bounced.
being a LeBron fan, I have to detest the Warriors. You know what I mean? Like I have to hate them.
Yeah.
For what they put me through for 4 fucking years, I have to hate these guys.
But unfortunately, it's realistic.
It is
He can
realistic.
golf
It
with
is.
Steph. He could bang Aisha. Like, he has all these things on the Warriors.
Right. Like
He
Clay
would,
would come back. Like,
yeah, Megan the Stallion might get back together with Clay. Like, all
right.
these things.
LeBron might cheat on Savannah. Like, there's
Well, what about Toronto? Well, nah, he's beefing with Drake. But Toronto, young team,
nah,
needed a
LeBron
star.
owns that fucking city. So
Exactly. Perfect fit.
their owner comes home,
Yeah, the own player slash owner.
player owner.
All right, James, your
But
last take.
my last take, um, the Boston Red Sox get to 500 by the All-Star break.
Oh, so your Red Sox are like my A's. Well, we're punching up.
No, you guys are better than us.
Yeah, but not by much,
We're
James. I mean,
last in
we're
the
starting to
division.
fall off. We
Yeah, but
lost to
we're
the
last in
Rockies
the
23
division.
to 9.
Yeah, but we're like fucking 10 games out of first.
Oh, yeah, you guys do suck.
Yeah. We're
Who
fucking
knows
20.
though?
We're fucking 29 and 40 right now.
Yeah, but all it takes is 3 series wins to get at
It
least into the
does.
mix.
And Joey and I were talking about this yesterday too. We just said we win every series leading up to the All-Star break. It puts us pretty close to 500 by the All-Star break, and then you kind of go from there.
We need the Boston Sports Show back, James. We need you and Joey again talking Boston sports and
We
LeBron.
will.
We need to get
We
that,
will.
especially with the All Star break coming up. I need my
Don't
baseball
worry. Don't
knowledge.
worry. We got some stuff cooking about Quinn and Joey and I are going to have our Pats predictions again.
Yeah, I need something to look forward to. The baseball. I can't keep getting my baseball news by whatever team I lose to in MLB The Show.
Right. Well, Isaac, it was a pleasure as always.
Yep, and thank you guys for watching. Another great. You got a nice little
Yes,
long episode. You got a nice little LeBron think piece on where he's going. A little
you
secret
did. And
part.
drop in the comments too where you guys think LeBron's going. And I don't
Yeah,
want any of this
Zahi. I'm
fucking
talking.
trolling shit. I
Yeah,
want like realistic, like don't be fucking dropping in the comments, oh, this guy's going to the Pelicans. Like
and
shit like that.
explain why LeBron's going to the Timberwolves in the comments down below.
Right.
Zahi, I need you because I
And
know Zahi. You're gonna comment.
explain why he's playing with Ant.
Yeah, explain why LeBron's playing in Israel. But anyways, it's been a great episode, and we'll see you guys hopefully next week, or maybe do we do a little? Maybe if you're free Friday, we could do a little Friday special.
Right? Little SmackDown action.
Yeah, a little pre-SmackDown show. I'm down for
Right.
that. But
Well, stay tuned.
stay tuned, guys. Thank you, and peace.
Peace.